Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna be talking about the reason why I do anything, the reason why I bother to try to achieve things, to try to be ambitious, and why I care about achievement and about success. So, the whole premise of my channel is to help you achieve freedom. So, it does not mean that I equate freedom to achievement. Actually, freedom to me is solely about the inner experience. What I mean by freedom, action wise, is that you are free to do whatever you want. You are free to, when you say I'm going to do something, you actually do it. When you say I'm not going to do something, you're not going to do it. When you say I'm going to do such thing, this, at this hour, you actually get it done. So it's basically discipline. Yes, I think discipline is it's a great sign of freedom. Um, but it's basically to not live in this state um, of inner conflict and cognitive dissonance. When you know that you have certain values, you know that something is wrong, and you do it anyways. You know certain people are wrong, you still interact with them and let them into your life. You know you should do certain things, you don't do them. So that state creates this this like torture inside. It's a very quiet kind of torture. It's like warm water. It's like this lukewarm state where you're in a cage, you see where you should go and you can't reach it. And it's not this like acute state of like pain that propels you to actually take action and to change things. It's actually like a state of like just that tortures you, but it's not enough for you to actually take action. So you're just stuck. So that's when I say freedom, is like you don't get in that stuck in that state when you're free, because you simply just you're not in this cage. That's exactly the terminology. So you're free because you're not in this cage that's holding you back. Now I think like the cage is just inner, it's inside, it's all the traumas. So you need a lot of inner work. But I'm gonna talk about um, how to, all the actionable steps that you can actually take to actually make a change. So this is kind of like the whole premise of my channel. So so the first question is like, okay, I live in this kind of in the middle state. I want certain things and I can't achieve them. So why not just stop wanting those things, right? Why not just accept my position? Why not just live in this mediocre, in this mediocre state? And that's a very fair question. And I think that's like a choice question. It's like you choose that for yourself. I think that's a very important question to ask yourself before you try to change your life. It's like, do I actually want to change my life? Like, is it actually meaningful to me to do that? And there's no, in my opinion, you shouldn't have any shame attached to like just choosing to have a normal, regular, just life and just going day by day and like just being normal. I think that's totally respectable and that's normal. Now, I mean, you could afford to be mediocre. I've been getting away with the mediocrity for like many years, most of my life actually, and you are too, if you're watching this video. So why even bother? And this is the question. This is kind of like my own answer. I'm going to explain to you why I made this choice. And my logic is very simple. It's very 1 + 1 = 2. So yeah. Now, the way I think of it is divide your inner experience into 3 parts. There's the past, there is the present, and there's the future. So whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're experiencing it through one of these 3 lenses. So whenever you have thoughts, you're either in the past or in the future. But when your brain is completely silent and you're just attuned to your environment, then you are present. I think the ideal solution to inner freedom and to inner uh, to inner peace is to actually be in the present. I think like the Buddhist philosophy, it's to always just be in the present. Like Eckhart Tolle, the body of pain, the concept of body of pain. So that would be like your traumas, all like all the feelings that come up, to kind of just ignore it. Like you don't have to do the inner work and understand it. That actually, the body of pain, its way of perpetuating is to actually make you think about it and try to analyze your past and analyze your behaviors. That's his point. And I've tried for years to be present. I've tried meditation, and I love meditation. In the moment where I am meditating and I'm trying to successfully meditate, I feel great. And I think I actually kind of use meditation when like I'm learning about something, for example, because it really just shifts my focus. I just learn and absorb information so much more when I am just present and I can just shut off those thoughts that come up. So to train that ability is very important, but I just don't think it's realistic for me to always be present. I know that monks do it, but me, I couldn't do it. I always fall back into my state of thinking about different things. So kind of just, this is me like kind of giving up, but like I just don't think it's realistic for me to always be present. So my logic is like, okay, I couldn't do it, I tried, and I'm kind of just tired of trying. I don't have a good mentor that could guide me. Like I'm just going off on like books and videos, so I don't really know if I'm doing it right. So might as well just try the other alternative and try to work on the other points. Like if this point didn't work for me, I try to work on the other points. That would be the different lenses of inner experience. Okay, I failed at present and I can't be present anyways. Might as well work on the past and the future. And this idea kind of clicked for me when this year I was doing my internship, and I had to do a presentation for a professor. And me and my friend, we had this idea to make this presentation, and I've I've always been notoriously lazy, like a big procrastinator. And um and so like I had this idea, it sounded great, but then weeks later when we actually had to do the presentation, I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Like I hate writing, I hate coming up with stuff, I hate making presentations. Like sure, I could do it with AI, but then like I don't want to present. Like I just felt lazy. And my friend, she's great. Like she's, in my view, she's like relatively like more free than average in with like my definition of freedom. So she's someone who gets things done, she's disciplined, and so she really really was insisting on me to get to help her so we could get it done together. And I just was like, no, stop forcing me. And she forced me, and she told the professor that we were going to do the presentation tomorrow, so there was no like way to get out of it. And I remember that day I just had the worst day ever. I had like a fight, I cried the entire day, my head was hurting. I've never cried like that in my life, and I was heartbroken, and my body was sore. I couldn't move. I just didn't want to get anything done. I didn't even want to eat. And so my friend is like, let's do the presentation. And I'm like, okay. So I did the presentation, I wrote it, I did everything, and it was so difficult. Like until 3 a.m., I was still writing it. And I haven't worked hard like that in like a long time. I haven't given that much effort into anything in a long time. And I just regretted that choice. I was like, what am I doing? Like, I hate this. This is awful. And then the next day, we did the presentation, and it was great. Like, the professor really liked it. He complimented us. It was a very emotional moment because it was kind of like a goodbye moment too. And he gave us like a lot of inspiring words, and it was just overall like a great memory, one of my favorite memories in university. And and like for the next few days, like the next 2 days, even though I was still living in the same negativity that caused me to cry and to just hate life, I was approaching everything in a more positive light. I felt like because of that, like, and I haven't felt that kind of positivity in a long time. So you kind of just, I know it's a small thing like a presentation, but that kind of positivity I haven't felt in a long time. And that like positivity just painted my life in a more colorful way. Like I was stronger, I could face like hardships better. I wasn't, I just felt better. I just overall felt better. And so like because of this like past memory of yesterday and the day before, I just had a better reality. I had a better inner experience of life. and and that's my point. It's like, okay, you can't work on the present, might as well paint your past in a positive light. So by getting things done, it doesn't have to be achievement, okay? It can be like, it has to be something that you procrastinate on, something that feels challenging to do. But it doesn't have, like, it could be even like just going to watch like a certain movie that you've been postponing for forever, or like learn about a topic that you've been meaning to learn about for a very long time. Or it could be literally anything. Like, just, it could be, it doesn't have to be something that is hard work or achievement, or it could be anything really. Just visiting a place, like going for a run, like buying some outfit. It doesn't matter, it could be anything. But that kind of like positive memory can paint your past in this positive light. And then that experience, your brain takes experiences. So it takes, like, when it sees, things happen, it creates a pattern. And that's how self-confidence is built. When you achieve things, when you're happy, and when you can challenge yourself and you get the reward from challenging yourself, your brain creates a pattern of, okay, you are this type of person. Your actual identity starts to shift. And and then that paints your future positively, that gives you hope of achieving something. It's like you have hope, you're more confident, you try things, you're more likely to try things. And when you try things and you fail, you're less likely to take it personally. And then when you try more things, you're more likely to win. And the more you win, as you get this stuck in this like positivity loop, where the future is painted in a positive light because you have hope, you have confidence, and the past is positive because of the positive experiences. The present sucks because you're working and sacrificing and doing challenging things and doing whatever feels awful. But you can't be present anyways. You're always stuck here or here. So might as well just sacrifice it altogether. Just, okay, you're sacrificing the present, then sacrifice it completely. Just make it awful, and do that for a good past and a good future, and your inner experience overall is just gonna feel good. And I know this sounds very theoretical, but this actually works, because this is exactly where I'm at, you know. And here's the thing that happens over time. As you repeat this, you realize that, one, when you do these challenging things, when you challenge yourself in the present, the challenge starts to feel like your new comfort zone. So it doesn't even feel as challenging. And then afterwards, you start to slowly, there's a part of you that actually, like a sadistic part of you, that actually starts to enjoy the pain. I don't know how to explain that, but they're genuinely like this part that just enjoys the discomfort. It's comfort zone. It just feels alive in the discomfort. And voila, like you've achieved the you're in the loop of positivity. And yeah, so that's my whole like point. That's how I'm living my life currently. um I that's my life philosophy. And I hope it makes sense to you. And like I said, it's something that actually works. It's something that I am practicing. And again, I really, really want to like really insist on this. It's not about achievement. It's not tying your self-worth to achievement. I know that it's hard to make the difference. I think it's very hard to explain when you're living in the state. But it's like, it's it's about, like, just, yeah, it's basically just about just color in your life. That's how I would call it. It's just to put colors on your life. So yeah, that was the whole point. Of course, this is just like a video that's supposed to explain the logic behind things. So probably you're gonna watch this video and scroll to the next one, and it's not gonna change anything for you. I'm gonna have way more videos coming up with actual like actionable steps, things to do in order to change your life, to become disciplined, to challenge yourself, become a like just have a better life, a better experience, and to be free. That's the whole goal. So if you want to go along on this journey, then subscribe. I am myself on the journey. I am like way like the person I was talking about, the procrastinator who absolutely didn't want to get it done. I am a completely different person now, and that's been like a few months ago. So, and I still have a long way to go. So I am on the journey. If you want to come along on the journey and learn from my own lessons and share your own lessons in the comments, I want my channel to be like a space for this like journey of freedom for everyone. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, I wish you great luck on your journey.